How's it going, everybody? This is another episode of Guy Party Podcast, Galaxy 16.
How long were
I'm
you thinking
joined
about
by-
that for?
I swear to God, it was like earlier this morning. I woke up, I was like, I'm doing a podcast today. I think of an introduction kind of thing. So I don't know, about
All right.
7 hours.
All right.
Joined as per usual, by my buddy Matt, co-host Matt.
It's funny because when you pointed, your hand just went off the screen. So
He's that way. Well, he's that way for me. I don't know if he's that way for you guys. But anyway, this is the 16th episode of Guy Party Podcast. It is Saturday. Is it Saturday?
yeah, it's
June
Saturday.
16th. Pretty much we're going to be, this episode's going to be pretty E3. It's going to be us digesting E3. What
Yeah.
we gathered, what we liked, and everything.
There's some things that happened this week that
Yeah,
aren't
crazy
E3
stuff.
related, but
True. But
90%.
I would like you guys out there listening, watching, to go find us on Instagram, guy_party_pod. Follow us, give us a like, give us a comment, whatever. Shout us out. You can email us, guyparty91@gmail.com. Or do we still have a Twitter?
Yes, I don't have it up. I think it's guy__ whatever our Instagram is.
Guy_party_pod.
Yeah.
And tweet. We'll tweet you guys. You can tweet at us. I don't have Twitter. I don't know how that works. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what this episode is. Us just wrapping our heads around what happened at E3 and everything. But anyway, first off, did you do anything fun this week, Matt?
Did I do anything fun this week?
It's a loaded question. I know it's a no.
I mean, it was actually just yesterday. I got all the achievements in Dark Souls.
I saw that, you bastard.
Took
Dark
57
Souls
deaths.
Remastered.
About 57 deaths. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a couple that I forgot to tally up. I would say at most 60. And then it took about 21 and a half hours to do. That's what my file said after I exited out, looked at the file time.
Is there a death? There's no death counter, right? You're just keeping track.
Yeah, pretty much. I had a separate tally counter software, and it was just every time I died, I would tab out and click plus.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So that happened, which I was super stoked about.
Nice.
What else did I do? Last week of coaching, so all my nights are now free, which I'm super excited about. I used to coach 3 to 4 nights a week, and now for the next 2.5 months, I don't have to coach at night. So all my nights are free. It's just summertime. It's just summertime. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
lucky.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that BS.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, there, mate. It's good, there, mate.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do at night now.
What do you mean? What am I gonna do at night now? You're gonna just play more fucking games?
I mean, I am.
Hells yeah. That's what I would do.
I'm trying to find a link right now, real quick, because I saw. So, like we talked last week, Eagles won the Super Bowl earlier this year for the first time.
They did
in franchise history, and I saw this cool link with some backstory where a couple years ago we had a coach go through called Chip Kelly.
Chip.
At the time, a lot of people loved him, and then towards the end of his 2 years, 3 years there, I wouldn't call it a reign. He kind of just destroyed the organization in a lot of fans' eyes. He got rid of a lot of good players. Was doing a lot of questionable moves. But one thing I thought was really cool, like I said earlier this week, Eagles got their Super Bowl rings. And two things I thought were pretty cool about it. One, they've really embraced the underdog status this year, and on the inside of the rings, there's a picture of a dog. To kind of say,
Not an eagle.
No, well, there's an eagle on the front, on the top. But on the inside of the ring, it has an underdog, the underdog logo, because essentially everyone's counting them out all year. Which I thought was pretty cool. But even cooler was there's a secretary that worked there for I think 30 years for the organization. Yeah. And like would help with the game plan every week and type it up and all that stuff. And then when Chip Kelly was there, she got fired. But with the Super Bowl ring ceremony, they gave her a ring also.
Oh, that's cool.
And what they kind of took a lot of former either players or staff members of the organization and kind of also gave them something, because there was also a player, I think it was John Dornbos. He's like a magician. He's done America's Got Talent. I think he's been on like the Ellen Show with his magic and stuff. And I think in the offseason or beginning of the season, the Eagles went to trade him. And because of the trade, they just have to do a physical. Like I think most sports do that, where if a trade happens, the player again traded gets a physical, just obviously to make sure they're healthy and everything. And it turned out this player had a serious heart condition.
Oh, fuck.
Which essentially ended his playing career, which was very sad. And the fans loved him. And after the Eagles won, the owner of the Eagles said, Dornbos is getting a ring also, because he's been there for like 10 years before he got traded. Trade got nullified because of the heart condition, and they gave him a ring also, which was very classy of the organization, I felt like.
That's cool.
So say what you will about the Eagles and the fans about being classless and assholes, but if you don't call that classy, you are an asshole.
Oh, well, look at you calling people out.
Yeah. But actually, something else I just remembered happened also. Relating with the Eagles still, there's a Giants fan that had a jersey, and on the back it was like cut in half, where in the front it was a Giants jersey with like all the Super Bowls they won on it, and on the back it was an Eagles jersey where the name was Super Bowls and the number was 0. Just kind of as a low blow to, like, Eagles don't have any Super Bowls. And I don't know what happened exactly, how it got started, but like one guy on Twitter got in contact with guys like, how much would it require for us to get that jersey from you? And I think it was like a $10,000 donation to some charity. And the Eagles fans ended up donating like $10,300 to get the jersey from him. And it was just like a classy move. And the guy who was giving the jersey, he's like, I hate you guys, but like I can't help but love you right now because all the money you helped donate. So I just thought that was pretty cool. And it's what?
I hate that shit. Like, I hate you guys. Why? Because I supported
it's
different
just
fucking
it's it's rivalry right up the interstate. Yeah, but it was one of those things where it's like, that's what a rivalry should be. Yeah, we should hate each other when we play each other, but like outside of that, everyone's just human. We should treat each other the same. Yeah. I mean, hell, in college you were a Penguins fan, I was a Flyers fan.
Yep.
The amount of shit talk that went down during those 2 years was immense, but it was still like, we're still good friends.
I'm moving out. Fuck this. I'm moving out. I can't live with a Flyers fan.
I remember I think it was like the first night there. We were chilling in the apartment.
For some reason, they played each other a lot that season. It seemed like, or maybe I just pay attention more. But anyway,
I think it was our junior year was the playoffs where it like went to Game 7 and there were a lot of fights, wasn't it?
There's a lot of fights and there was no defense. It was like it was like 8-5 or 8-6 every fucking game, switching off, and there's no defense. They just want to just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
but makes for a good hockey game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, main thing about this week was getting all the achievements in Dark Souls. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
Gonna do it to a different game, probably. Just my guess. I don't know.
See, but there's like no games right now that I want to stream me getting all the achievements for, so I might just like play random games. I think I've
God of War. Come on, dude, God of War.
I'm not psyched on PS4 achievements right now. Yeah, don't give me that luck, you asshole.
Oh my god.
Because
they're not achievements, they're trophies.
No, not even that. It's just because I've been focused on if I had a PS4 from like for the past 2 or 3 years, maybe.
Yeah.
But because I'm primarily a PC, that's just what I'm focused on right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I do want to start playing Just Cause 2. Because well, Just Cause 4 was announced at E3. I almost said E4. So I'm probably gonna start streaming that, which I booted up today just to see. Like,
what year did that come out?
2?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can look it up real quick.
Wonder how its playability is now.
Well, I pulled it up briefly just to see the graphics, and the graphics aren't bad. Just Cause 2 came out in 2010.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's 2010. That's when Red Dead came out. So that's
so. I mean, it's pretty good, and the controls
the
controls don't feel super clunky from what I remember. So I'm excited to get into that and the ridiculousness of the grapnel hook and all that.
Just do that then. Get those achievements.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the achievements in that. It doesn't look too terrible, but we'll see.
There you go.
And then just been playing a lot of Warhammer Vermintide still.
Warhammer.
And that's pretty fun.
Cool, dude. Cool.
But I'm almost done the Dune audiobook, so I was like looking for another audiobook to kind of look at.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Give it 3 days, man.
3 days?
You can collect the series. Yeah, in 3 days, the book I want to get is coming out. So
what book?
The 5th book of the Magic 2.0 series I was telling you about by Scott Meyer. Pretty cool concept.
Well, I was like gonna look into Warhammer because I know there's books on that. I've seen it at Barnes and Noble. I know there's other games with Warhammer series that's like not set in like the Vermintide era, I guess you could say. But like I looked it up and there's like 140 some books written by like multiple authors and spans over like thousands of years in the universe, and I was like,
nobody got time for that.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna need to start looking, and like if I want to get into this, I really need to delve in and see where people suggest to start, like what ones are good, which ones are bad. But it was just like, Jesus,
that's too much information to digest.
Yeah, like I wanted to get into the lore of it, because there's like certain books where it's like, oh, it's cool to get into the lore of that. Then this was just like, nope.
Yep. Nope.
Too much. Don't got time for that.
Fuck that, dude. But yeah.
But I think that's
Maybe now that you have some extra time on the weekdays,
you
can do it.
I actually also got a comic the other day.
What'd you get? What you got there?
Dark Knights Metal. It was like
Metal?
it's supposed to be like some like cosmic universe set in DC.
Metal. Yeah.
I was not ready for the weirdness it was about to get into.
Really?
Like it was like essentially so in the DC universe there's this thing called the Nth metal, which is supposed to be like really powerful, strong metal. I think it's supposed to be like kind of similar to vibranium in Marvel, but like also has like other properties, like it can make people immortal and stuff like that.
That's pretty sweet.
And essentially took it to a spot where in the comic, like this darkness was coming, and Batman has been like trying to figure this whole mystery out for years, and then eventually it came, and then like it delved into universes where Batman's worst nightmares kind of came true, and they came out, and it was fucking weird.
Well, that sucks. Sorry, Batman.
I mean, like, it at the end it like kind of left it open ended, where it's like we destroyed this thing, and instead of like there's this thing in the DC universe called the Source Wall, which is like the edge of the universe, and it was like we destroyed the Source Wall. But what if instead of that keeping us in, it was keeping other things out of our universe? So it was like kind of leave it open ended to the point where it was like something's coming in now that's even bigger than what they're gonna have to deal with. And they're like, this thing felt like a really big thing, and this whatever's coming is even bigger. Which I know they've had like a crossover with the Watchmen recently in the DC universe.
Watchmen, man, that was a good movie.
That
I remember
was.
watching it. That was a
Apparently,
really good
people
movie.
didn't necessarily like the end because it was just true to the comic book or something.
Boo.
But I
Boo.
like the movie. I thought it was good. But there was like a big
It was good.
crossover with that might just be ending now.
Okay.
So I think it might be like implying that's what's going to happen next as the next big thing in the graphic novels.
Cool.
Because I don't read individual issues.
Mhm.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Nor do I.
But yeah,
That's it.
I think that was it this week.
Classy.
And then E3, like I said, which we'll delve into.
Yeah. Well, that's
Later.
pretty much that's the bulk of this whole discussion here. But yeah,
what
I
about
didn't do shit
you?
this
How was
week.
you didn't do shit. All right, and just discussion podcast
Didn't
over.
do shit. Zero. Not a zilch. Didn't do anything.
Podcast over.
Worked. Yeah, dude. That's it. Well, good episode. See you later. Yeah, no, I didn't do shit. I played Fallout 4.
Yeah, you have one achievement left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will not pop, dude. I can't get 20 people in my settlement because my charisma is not fucking high enough.
Yeah, level up.
And I'm level like 65. So it's getting harder and harder to level up. So
Sucks to suck.
So I'm doing this now. I played the just to level up and boost my charisma up so I can get, because the amount of settlements. So I'm trying to get the 100% settlement happiness achievement.
Yeah.
I'm in Sanctuary. I have 19 settlers. Apparently you need 20 plus for whatever fucking reason. So I have 19. That's charisma plus 10. So, or I'm sorry, charisma. Yeah, the amount of charisma you have plus 10 is the max amount of settlers you can have in a settlement. So I only have 19, so I need to rank up at least one more time, or two more times. But I just ranked up.
That's not counting because I know like some armor can give stat
Some armor.
bonuses. Does
No,
that not
doesn't
count? All right,
Doesn't
I
count.
figured it
I
would
tried
count.
I found a suit that gives me +2 charisma. Nah, but I'm at like 85% happiness. So I just said, you know what, fuck this for now. I went through. I did the Automatron DLC. 100% of that.
All right,
Got all the trophies in that. I went through and did the Vault Tech DLC. 100% of that.
nice.
So I got all the achievements in both of those, and I just started Fahab. So I just started Far Harbor, and I'm mainly going through Far Harbor just so I can gain XP through completing missions to rank up my charisma. That's it.
Makes sense.
So might as well. I'm going to play it anyway, so I might as well do it. Get the experience. Get whatever.
Put it towards charisma.
Loot they have. I think there's a pretty cool shotgun in Far Harbor too that you can get. It's pretty badass. It's better than Le Fusil Terrible.
I don't remember.
I don't know. We'll figure it out, but
In a while.
I'll find it eventually. But that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just trying to get all these achievements. I got one left. One motherfucker left. I just got the pickpocketing one where you place a grenade because I didn't know you had to have pickpocket ×2. So I leveled up twice and put both skills to the pickpocketing because I never pickpocketed in the game. And I pickpocketed someone just outside of Diamond City, just some dude like roaming around. I did it. I left the grenade. I backed up and like started running away. All I heard was like, "Oh shit!" and
Nice.
just fucking exploded. That was great. His
That's
body
pretty
flew like
good.
15 feet in the air. Yeah, it's a pretty funny little thing. I might do that more so now. But
Do it all.
yeah, the Automatron DLC fucking glitched again. I went to beat the Mechanist at the end. Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to beat the Mechanist, and you know he sends all those
Mechanist.
robots. She sends all those. It's the Mechanist in the game. As they say, Mechanist.
All right.
I just beat it fucking 2 hours ago. So, I made it all the way to the end, and I got there and it fucking glitched and it froze. I couldn't leave the area. I couldn't advance the progression any further, so I had to reload it. I said, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go do some more stuff for now." I did all the other achievements I needed to do, and then as like today, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it again. Just start it over completely. Went in from Commonwealth, went through everything else, killed everything, and then finally it progressed through. And I was, I actually laughed like out loud to myself when the last communication. I don't know what the fuck you want to call that. What do you want to call that? interaction between NPC, like me and the NPC, like just my
Conversation.
just whatever. Yeah, sure, conversation. I picked the one. The Mechanist is right there next to us, next to me and Ada, because that's your companion for this one. And I was talking to her, and I said, like, is it bad that I let her live? And then she started talking, and it just cut back to me. And I just had my shotgun out, and I shot the Mechanist right in the face, and I killed her. And I cut to me like, the Mechanist is dead. And she's like, I'm happy now. I was like,
That
I left her live, killed her, she's dead.
so
Like,
two things. One, that reminds me of End of Borderlands 2. After you beat Jack and he like does this whole long monologue thing of him talking. First time I played that with my buddy, he's doing that whole monologue thing, and like he has a health bar above him. I was like, I didn't even say anything to my buddy. I just pulled out my sniper and scoped in on his face and shot him while he's in the middle of his monologue and killed him. I was like,
fuck.
Well, shit. I guess we gotta play it again to know what he was gonna say.
Yep.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, you have to try.
You don't know,
Yeah.
Of course. Because I was just standing there with my shotgun, like conversing with Ada.
Yeah.
And she's, I was like, because I let her live. I talked to her. I let her live, and I just had my shotgun out, and I was talking to her. I was like, "You mad? Like, I let her live." And I just pulled the trigger. And I was like, "The Mechanist is dead." I was like, "Oh, that's pretty funny." He just immediately changed up, but that's cool.
But
it's a fun. I'm enjoying getting back into that. Just not even doing the missions. I've kind of stopped fast traveling, so dude, I'm walking everywhere.
It makes it so much better. It's annoying when you have to go across the map, but it is so much better experience.
It's pretty quick. It's not that big. It's not that big of a map, but especially down to the southeastern corner of the map there, or southwestern corner of the map where the glowing sea is, it gets pretty difficult. The enemies are a lot overpowered, but dude, besides that was pretty much my week, except for going to the brewery I just sent you a picture of today.
Yep.
Coolest brewery I've ever been to. First of all, it's a house. It's some dude's. It was a house converted into a brewery. So
that's pretty cool.
There's like we're sitting at the bar and there's like a living room behind us. It's pretty sweet with the popcorn machine. But
that's pretty cool.
I told the person, like, yeah, it's their first time here. Like, do you guys have a beer list? We get a flight or whatever. She's like, sure. And she gets like a laminated piece of paper, puts it down, and there's a bunch of like comic figures on there, like action figures and stuff. I was like, what's this? And she's like, oh, well, these are our beers. This is like Star Maker or something. Here's this person, there's this person, and every beer has like their own mascot, like their own
that's pretty
comic
cool
mascot to it. It's fucking cool. And they don't, I guess they have growlers now, but they have like 32-ounce cans that they like make for you with the custom little
that's pretty cool
artistic wraparound. It's just a big can, and they fill it up with every beer you want, and they seal it and close it right there and give it to you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's also a comic book.
Yeah,
they made their own comic book. Like I took a picture of it for you.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
pretty cool.
Each beer has its own like comic, like 2-page section. So like, you know, this person's drinking this shitty ass water beer. Yeah, that's the cover of it. But as you flip through that, each one of those characters there has their own little like couple panel section.
That's pretty cool.
And it goes through into like, drink this beer. It's pretty good, and you know, it's good. And the beer was great. So I mean, it's my new favorite. It's my new top one.
All right.
Just because it's like nerdy, comic-y. It's great.
You actually reminded me when you said Fallout was like glitching out on you or something. When I was streaming Dark Souls yesterday, and I was like, gonna finish it all today, like gonna go through it. I'm going through and I beat New Game Plus. I was like, all right, I know exactly what I gotta do to like finish it off the last like 3 achievements I needed. And there's this part where you have to go back to the beginning area, which means you have to climb up into this area, do some like parkour, and like jump onto a beam that's like a little bit wider than your character. And then you go into this nest, and this crow comes in, grabs you, and takes you away, and takes you back to the asylum you started.
Okay.
And it was doing that, and as it was like coming in to grab me, or right before it did, my game crashed.
Dude.
It's like, god damn it! Like, not even an hour left of playing this game, and it crashes on me. And it's
I
like,
stopped playing Fallout earlier because it crashed on me.
yeah. I was
Far
like,
Harbor.
all right, whatever. Like, I'm close. I'm just gonna boot it up again, power through it.
How far back were you?
I wasn't far back, but my whole computer
Okay.
seized up. Then, yeah, I went to change
Go
something
for-
in the software I used to stream, and it like seized up my whole computer. I couldn't close anything. I couldn't do anything in any window. I was like, "Are you serious? Like, are you serious?" So like, I had to power off my computer, like not like going into like the Windows icon and right clicking and stuff. Like, I had to go down and hold the button.
Hold the fucking power down.
And hard restart it. And
Terrible.
of course, like when I actually boot everything back up, I think it took me like maybe half an hour to do the rest of it.
Dude.
I was like,
Jesus
that's the
Christ.
thing. It was like, I'm so close. Like I just need to finish it. I just need to finish it. Like if it was something where it's like I was only halfway through the achievements, I would have been like, all right, I'm calling it there. Like that's enough for today.
like that.
But when it was like half an hour left, I was like, I need to.
Gotta finish it.
I gotta finish it.
Yeah, I started Far Harbor.
So.
I got like off the boat onto the jetty and started helping them defend the town.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. And it crashed. And I stopped, and like, oh, there's an error reported. I was like, yeah, fuck this. This is stupid. And I just shut it off.
Yeah.
I didn't even turn it back on. I was done with it. Done with it.
Done with it.
But yeah, I'm just got to get 100% on that happiness and settlement. And I'm going to just beat. I'm not going to probably 100% Nuka World or Far Harbor. Just going to get the base game 100%ed and then just move on.
All right.
Yep. You want to talk about some E3 stuff, Matt?
Yeah, can we start with
Let's
I guess
do it.
right after we recorded last week, Bethesda did their thing.
Like an hour after we recorded, yeah.
Yeah. First
You
of
wanna start
all,
with some Bethesda?
we might as well start with Bethesda because that's the only one I watched this week. So
Fun gamer you are, dude.
I have work, dude. I don't sit in an office with a computer in front of me. I sit on a
Low
rope.
blow. I'll let that one slide this time, but the low blow.
I
Right.
sit on a rope for 34 hours a week. Not fun. But first of all, did you watch the entire Bethesda one? I know we started talking.
Yes.
Did you see the
Yep.
beginning with Rage?
Yeah, dude. Everybody was talking shit on Andrew WK. I was like, fucking Andrew WK. This is so.
I think it was just because
so
the
out of
audience
place.
didn't know how to react to it. It was so out of place. Yeah, it was just like you saw like the camera was showing a bunch of people. A lot of people were just like, are yeah, this is
Yep.
cool. No,
Yep.
but even before that, before they even announced Rage 2, who is it? Like the vice president or some CEO of Bethesda like came out and was talking, and he had a shot at Walmart because
he
a
fucking
couple weeks
jabbed him
ago,
hard.
Walmart Canada accidentally leaked a bunch of games that weren't announced yet, and he came out and he's like, so this game was announced a couple weeks ago thanks to our friends at Walmart Canada. And it was
Yep.
just like, once he said that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm all in on this
Yep.
E3 conference. Like, this is gonna be
Done.
amazing if they're starting off with a jab at Walmart. So
Bethesda.
Rage 2 looks interesting.
Yeah, dude.
I never played the first one. I've seen
No,
it
yeah, I
on
was
Steam
just
all
saying.
the time, but I never
But
actually
they,
played
they
it.
showed some gameplay for Rage 2. It looked pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's multiplayer now.
I don't know, but Rage 2. It's not a dystopian kind of
Yeah,
post-apocalyptic world, whatever. But yeah, it got a release date of spring 2019, so that's pretty cool. You don't have to wait
Yeah.
that long for it.
I
I might actually delve into that. It looked.
I
it looked
might
good enough.
maybe I'll play. Maybe I'll look into the first one. And
Exactly. Look in the first one. Maybe
We'll see.
if that's any good, then delve into the next one. But
And then the other thing that kind of caught my attention, I'm assuming this bullet list is in points where they announced it. Doom Eternal, which is gonna be a
Yeah.
sequel to the 2016 Doom game that came out.
believe
So
so.
I'm gonna have to play that.
Yeah, hell's yeah.
I have it in my Steam
You gotta get it.
library. I have it backlogged. I just haven't beat it yet.
Put it on the forefront, Matt.
Well, I want to
You
do.
got time now.
I want to do Just Cause first.
Why? Just cause?
Just Cause.
Every time you say that, I'm gonna make that.
I know.
joke.
I think when I was streaming the other day, I was like, I think I'm gonna do Just Cause 2, Just Cause 4 was announced.
just cause.
It's kind it's kind of like a
Okay.
what is it? It's like if you say Buffalo like 8 times, it makes an actual sentence somehow.
Where the fuck are you going with this?
When I say just cause.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo,
so
Buffalo.
Buffalo is a grammatically correct sentence in American English. Often
Dude, what the
presented
fuck are
as
you
an
gonna
example of how homonyms and homophones can be used to create complicated, linguistic, constructed, thoroughly lexical
Ambiguously.
ambiguity, ity at the end. I'm having
Ambiguity.
word's hard.
Ambiguity.
Yeah, that word.
What the fuck do you do in your spare time that you know this shit, dude?
I've heard it on other podcasts. I'll
Buffalo,
send you a
Buffalo,
link.
Buffalo,
I'll send you a
Buffalo.
link to it later about like how of the whole Wikipedia page. I don't know if it actually says it anywhere.
Buffalo. How the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
it's a lot of reading, I guess, to figure out
I don't
how
want
it's
to figure it out.
grammatically correct, but it is possible.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Doom.
Eternal?
And it seems like you go back to Earth.
It
seems like you go back to Earth, and Doom Eternal is what it looks like.
Cool.
So I'm pretty excited for that. And then right after that, they followed with Quake.
Yeah, dude,
which
I
you were
was
super
so
psyched
excited.
about.
Yeah, Quake, but yeah, Quake Champions. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it. Like, there's early access coming like this past week, but I don't know. That's a big thing. Quake was. I played the shit out of some Quake on N64 back in the day.
Never played it.
That was fun. I enjoyed that game, but
Um,
I'm looking forward to that. But you got immediately after that, you got some Prey.
yeah,
DLC.
so I wasn't sure. So here's the thing: they said it was like it was available that night. They added New Game Plus to it, which is pretty cool. I don't know if there's an achievement for it. I'm gonna have to look it up. And they added survival mode too, where like it's kind of similar to Fallout kind of survival mode, where like you can break limbs, you can like you have to deal with the radiation, like you have to deal with like other things outside of just your health, which was pretty cool. But the actual DLC stuff, like the Moon Crash, which was like the external story, that is not free, which I was a little bummed when I saw it. But
what's the price on that?
I think it was 15 or 20. But I remember during the conference they said it's roguelike. So every time you go in, it's like different setup. So it's not
That's
like
pretty cool.
it's not like you go in, you play it once and you're done. Like you go in, you can play it, you can go back in after you beat it 3 days later, and it's different.
That's cool.
Like so it adds
lends the
replayability. Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Cool,
we talk
dude. You gonna
about
play-
all the time.
Are you gonna play Prey in VR?
I don't have a VR setup. I would probably poop my pants if I did.
I was gonna ask you, would you just shit constantly?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It seems like one of those jumpy games.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those games. I played it on normal, and after about 6 hours, 7 hours, I was kind of strong enough that I was like just kind of running through with a shotgun and just being like, hitting things. But in the beginning of it, like the first like 3 hours, 4 hours of it, it's definitely like, kind of anxiety because there's these things called mimics which can duplicate items.
Anything.
Yeah.
That's what I gather, right?
Yeah. And
chair.
Yeah, they can do chairs, they can do coffee mugs, they can do trash cans, lights.
Can you imagine drinking out of your coffee mug and that thing fucking changes?
Are you gonna play the game?
Nope.
Funny thing at the beginning of the game that actually kills the guy. Yeah.
Goes in his throat or something.
No, it just like strangles him then. But like
dude, I love coffee more than anything. I don't
it's
wanna be
actually
scared of
it's
my
actually
coffee cup.
pretty funny. But then followed with that, they announced a new Wolfenstein game, Youngblood, which is supposed to be like the kids of the hero in the past couple games. So that looks
Okay.
pretty cool. I thought it was funny. I don't remember the exact phrasing they used, the developer that came out to talk about it or something. But he was like, what's better than killing fucking Nazis or something, or punching Nazis in the face or something? It's like,
Yeah.
all right, you're funny. That's another tally
LOL.
for Bethesda
LOL.
getting a good one in.
Yeah. Yep. And then after they dropped the Wolfenstein stuff, they hit on Fallout 76 pretty hard.
But okay, hang on. Before they did that though, before they announced Fallout 76 or showed the Fallout 76 stuff, they did the Todd Howard came out to talk about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a couple of things happened. One, he's like, and now we're gonna show you what everyone came here to see. And before they even show it, you hear someone in the audience just yell Todd Howard, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, thank you.
But then they did a little skit with Keegan Michael Key from Key and Peele, which I thought was hilarious. And they kind of took some jokes with this conference and ran with them from the internet. And one of them was how they just keep releasing Skyrim. And it was Skyrim for what, the Echo or the Alexa or one of those
Amazon Alexa and your fridge and
and your pager. And it was funny because it took some jokes like you just like fighting a dragon by like voice commands, and the Echo was just telling him what was going on, and he was like, "Alrighty, I eat 50, or how many wheels of cheese do I have? 57. I eat 57 wheels of cheese." Because that's what you do in the game. Like when you're low on health, you pause the game, you go into your inventory, see what you can use to heal, and some people have 30 wheels of cheese, which heal 10 HP each, and you just eat 30 wheels of cheese.
Then his wife comes in, and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm in the middle of something." And she leaves like, "Eat all the cheese."
Yeah.
That pretty funny.
So that
it's
was
still pretty funny that people don't actually know his full name yet. People are always like, the other guy from, the guy who the creator of Get Out, his
I always knew it was Key and Peele, but like I honestly had to look up his name because I couldn't remember what his name was.
Dude, he's Coach Hines from Mad TV.
That's the thing. I didn't watch Mad TV.
Okay.
So,
okay, well then touche.
I only know him from Key and Peele.
Dude,
and
if you haven't watched any Coach Hines from Mad TV,
is that the one with the Aaron?
No,
that's a teacher from Key and Peele.
Yeah, I think that's the new thing. But this is like Mad TV. Like he's a really extremely angry like basketball and like athletic coach who just threatens to kill kids all the time. It's pretty funny. Creative.
But that I felt like that was clever on Bethesda's part, which just kind of taking the we're gonna release Skyrim on another thing, and ran away with it. But then they did actually show Fallout 76 stuff, and he was talking about it.
Good detail.
So it's entirely online, from what he said.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, dude?
So I was hesitant about it when he said that, but then he brought up a point that I'm happy about, where obviously, like they said, it's going to be 4 times bigger than Fallout 4.
Thumbs up to that.
So it's going to be big, and I believe he also said it's going to be like 12 players limit to a server.
Maximum like 12.
Yeah, so it's not going to be like in that map. There's going to be hundreds of players. Yeah. So that is nice. It's going to make it feel more empty still.
Yeah, but still, I don't want to fucking go around and like have a bunch of cool loot in my back and then get fucking lit up by somebody else and have them take all my shit. I'll be pissed.
I don't know if you're subscribed to the Fallout subreddit. But I see a lot of people post on it. They're like, in my server, I'm going to be this guy. My server, if there's no mysterious stranger in the game, I'm going to be the mysterious stranger. If, there's no this guy in the game, I'm going to be like this guy that gives quests. And it was just like cool how people are already like thinking about possibly taking the role playing aspect into it, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, he then said something which I don't know how I feel about it.
Preach, Matt. Preach.
So Fallout takes place after a nuclear war. There's going to be nukes on the map, which the players can get codes to launch at other players.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't like it. I don't like the online thing at all. I just want to be able to play the game myself in my world. I don't want
Yeah.
to worry about anybody at any time. I just wanted to play it as me.
If I could do like if they can set up private servers, at least for PC, that's what I'm gonna be looking forward to most. But I don't know. We'll see. We kind
Get it
of
for PS4 so we can play together.
yeah, we'll see.
Why have a PS4 if I'm not going to play with anybody online?
Me?
Yeah.
Because there's many exclusives on PS4. We've gone through this list before, man.
I know, but if you're not going to play with me on any other game,
Like I said last week, that might be one game that I buy twice when it's released to play with you and play with possibly friends online. On Steam.
Oh my god, friend online.
On Steam. On Steam. Shut up, suck a dick. Whoa. Is there anything else with Fallout? That's like notable.
No, they're just they announced also Fallout Shelter for PS4 and Nintendo Switch, which is available that night when they announced it, which is just a mobile kind of game. And then they announced another mobile game, Elder Scrolls Blades, for free.
Yep.
And then they wrapped up with some pretty cool stuff.
I think these were two things that no one was expecting.
Nope.
Starfield
in a mobile game.
Starfield, which is they said a entirely new IP.
Yep.
So it's not like they're taking an IP from somewhere else, kind of like what they did with Fallout. But Bethesda originally didn't do Fallout. They started with Fallout 3. And took it and made it what it is today. Because originally it was a top-down isometric game. So Starfield, it seems like it's gonna be interesting. I'm intrigued to what they're gonna do with it. Obviously, with space, I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
It's pretty limitless. We can do.
That's all we were really told, and that's gonna be for next-gen consoles.
Next gen.
So
same the next one.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Boom.
Which I almost got a hard on for.
Really?
I was standing up when they started playing the drums and they showed the Bethesda software studio or whatever. I stood up. I was like, I don't know what else this could be besides Elder Scrolls 6. And then they showed the title. Huh?
So everybody can see your heart on?
Yep. Everyone.
Check this out, guys.
Yep.
Check this out. I'm excited.
But I'm pretty excited for that. I think a lot of people are speculating it's going to take place in High Rock.
Couldn't tell you. Never played those games.
So we'll see.
Call yourself a gamer.
I'm excited for it. It's going to be next gen, so it's not going to be. I think people are speculating like 2020 or something, at least 2 years from now. But I'm excited about that for sure.
Yeah.
And it's actually funny. I saw someone. I don't know if it was like on the gaming subreddit or if it was the Skyrim subreddit. Someone's like, "Yeah, this is what's gonna happen with the game. It's gonna start off with, you talking to this old guy. He's like, let me tell you a story, and the story's just gonna end up being the beginning of Skyrim, and you're just gonna be playing Skyrim again." Which people were joking about, obviously, with re-releasing Skyrim in another way. But that's kind of how Bethesda ended it on a bang, which was pretty cool.
Cool. Hells yeah, man.
I'm scrolling through the comments.
Bethesda's pretty good.
Huh?
I thought Bethesda was pretty solid.
For sure.
Yep. So you wanna? What about? Wanna go Sony?
We can do Sony. I mean, like I said, that's the only thing I've watched, so I don't really didn't get to see any of the other videos on anything or conferences. But Sony,
I watched Sony. I watched Nintendo.
I'm looking at the list of what
Square
Sony
Enix.
announced. Sony has a solid lineup also. Because they have Last of Us Part 2, which I know you're probably.
Did you see that?
I didn't see the video. I'm just looking at the list.
I'm amped for that, dude, because we originally, I guess, like last year or something, we got a little teaser trailer with like Ellie playing guitar in a house with just bodies everywhere, and she's covered in blood, and then you see Joel come up, and then she asks, and then she seems really distraught about like something, and then you see another trailer a couple months back with Last of Us 2 that had nothing to do with Ellie or Joel entirely, which is like, okay, they're gonna deviate from their storyline and go with somebody else, say a different path for Fireflies or whatever, and then they didn't really touch upon that further. And now you see another one where they're like in a barn. Ellie's like at a dance, and she's
like before everything happened.
No, because before everything happened, she was like 14. Now she's like 19.
At a dance.
She's older now. She's older now. She's like
so it's like the world like
dance.
kind of coming back.
I'm thinking maybe the world's like maybe rebuilt a little bit. She's
All right.
at like a massive, like a big settlement or something. I don't know. But she was like in a barn, like in a dance with like lights, like everything. It's like nice. And then she starts dancing with this chick, or whatever. But then it cuts to actual gameplay, which looks, just like Last of Us did originally. Pretty badass, brutal, gruesome. She's like fucking stabbing people like under the fucking neck, and like it looks awesome. She's smashing people's hammers in their face. It's cool. Brutal. But I have no fucking idea where they're going with the whole storyline here of them together, her and Joel, and then now her like with this other girl, and then people. I don't know. But it looks fucking awesome. But there's no release date for it.
I was just going to ask if there was a release date for it.
No, there's not. And I'm upset by that.
So,
but anyway, I'm extremely amped for that. That's probably one of my most anticipated games coming out within the next year. If it is coming out in the next year, fucking hope so. But yeah, then immediately after Last of Us 2 was announced, they announced God of War New Game Plus.
I do see that on the list, which is pretty cool.
In conversation. Oh, by the way, you didn't watch Sony, did you?
No.
You said, there's one announcer, dude. You seem like a fucking ass hat, but
surprise.
Dude, you just seem like such an. You ever look at someone like, I don't like that guy.
Yep.
Just because. So it was that guy.
That was beginning of sophomore year when I walked up and saw your face. Shots fired.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary. That's a harsh joke, man.
You were asking for it. You set it
right
up.
There.
You set it up, and I just hit it.
Setting the pins up, knocking them down.
I knocked it out of the park with that one. Yep.
Anywho, in conversation, like in between announcements and stuff, they announced like God of War New Game Plus, which is gonna be cool because that'll add another at least round of playthrough for me.
Yeah.
And then it goes on further. They announced Destiny 2. You have any interest in Destiny 2?
DLC.
DLC. I'm sorry. Of course, Destiny 2's right out. You have any interest in?
Nah, I remember when Destiny
into it.
Huh?
I
never played it. Never played it. I remember I was thinking about it when Destiny 2 first came out. And we didn't get it because I was kind of hesitant about it, and then I heard like they started throwing up paywalls for certain stuff, and it was like, nope, I'm out.
Yep.
Glad I never bought it. It seems like a fun game. I hear people enjoy it. But it's just like when companies start throwing up paywalls to get through content.
Nope.
That's constant. They're constantly releasing. Like, it's one thing if it's DLC, but I heard that they were throwing up paywalls for content that was originally available on day one release. And it's like, now you're just being jerks.
Just being jackasses. Don't need to do that shit. If anything says to me, hey, don't buy this game, it's something like that.
Yeah.
You never get my business. So S&D, guys. S&D. Did you watch the trailer for Ghost of Tsushima?
I did not. It looks like a samurai game, correct?
Yeah, I've never really played a samurai game, but this looks pretty fucking cool. It looks
Is that
badass.
From Software announced the game. I don't know what game it was though. They're the company that did Dark Souls. I'm trying to find the game. I don't think it was that game. I think it was maybe a different game.
Not sure, man.
When we get to the other list, maybe I'll recognize the name somewhere.
Yep.
So.
You see anything on Control?
I did not. What is that about?
Come on, get on your game, man. It just seems like I don't know if you're like in a facility or where you're at, but there's this one individual who she goes around and just she can pretty much like can control matter.
All right.
So she's like pulling people closer to her and like taking like fucking blocks and shit and just like throwing it at people, and she can manipulate matter. It seems looks pretty cool. Completely different. I don't think people are expecting that kind of announcement or that game to be released or that game to be announced. So
All right.
that's a pretty cool little surprise they threw there.
Resident Evil 2, it looks like, was remastered.
Yeah, people
I did
seem pretty
see-
excited about that.
I did see. I don't know if it was gameplay or what it was on like Reddit somewhere. They aren't holding back with the gore on this game. Because
No.
like at one point you see like Leon like lift up a head of like a dead guy, and like the whole side of his face is just like ripped off, and like you can see all the muscles and ligaments holding the jaw, and like they move and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna buy it. I've never actually played the second game. I
Neither.
started at 5, and I went back eventually and played 4. But I know like Resident Evil 1 and 2, it was kind of like fixed camera in the room, and you had to control your player, and just like it wasn't over the shoulder, which is a little like it feels clunky to me to control because I'm not used to that. But it looks like this might be over the shoulder, so if it is, I'll probably end up getting it and playing it, and also because it's kind of going back to the roots of Resident Evil with the zombies, not like a mold or like the Las Plagas, which were like insects inside the mind or something.
What was 7?
7?
Yeah.
It ended up being like some type of mold, is what they called it. It was so creepy as fuck the first time through.
And dude, Last of Us is a fucking amazing game. It's like a fungus.
Yeah.
Causes them to. They're pretty much zombies, but
yeah,
they're all the fucking shit's growing on the other side of their head. It's crazy. But
Trover and the Smear, what is that?
I didn't see anything about. I mean, I saw that, but I have no idea what that is.
What? All right, hang on. So I'm like just highlighting and search Google on it. I'm getting nothing on that. I click on the search bar to type in game, and the drop down menu I get is, how can I clean my debit card? Disinfects credit cards. Can you wash a credit card? Clean metal credit card. What? How does Trover and this...
The Smear. I have no idea.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, not sure what that game is either.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
But the bigger exclamation point here is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Which a lot of people have been asking for.
People are going to go batshit crazy over that.
It looks like Pirates of the Caribbean is in it.
Yeah, Johnny Depp is in it. With this,
so that's going to be interesting.
Skag today.
Yeah.
He's Australian now. But he's Australian apparently. Yeah? I don't know.
No. But, Death Stranding apparently had some stuff shown. Still, it seems like no one knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what
it seems
what
like.
the situation
I think people were saying you're a postman.
I guess you're a delivery boy.
What's up with games? That's New Vegas. New Vegas is a delivery boy also.
He's a mailman. Don't fuck with the mailman.
A courier. Let's get courier.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. So he's a courier, or he's a deliverer.
Yeah. No one seems to know still what is going on with that game.
He's a fucking deliverer, but he's a baby in a fucking like cryogenic little, I don't know, situation. And then like, apparently, I watched the trailer. He's talking to some girl who's like a higher level than he is, so she can see these like ghosts or spirits or something, but he can only sense them. He can't actually see them. So like when he senses them, he says like completely still and quiet and doesn't get killed or something. I don't know. I have no idea what the game's about. Do you have to just deliver packages through these fucking death
I don't know.
stalker kind of thing?
I mean, Kojima has come up with some pretty exceptional franchises, so
yeah, it's true.
We'll see.
I'm sure it'll be something good, but as of right now, I and nobody else has any fucking clue.
Yeah,
what the hell that is.
And this game has been announced for a while, and it's just like it still feels like there's just no information on what it's about.
I have no idea.
So
not really trying to figure it out either.
We'll see. Neo 2 was announced.
It looks like
Neo
Yep,
2.
Neo 2.
I had the first one on my wish list. I haven't played it yet. It's supposed to be Dark Souls-esque with like difficulty and stuff.
You should get on that then.
Maybe I will
Sounds
pick
like
it
it's
up
up
next
your
time
alley.
next time it goes on sale. Maybe.
Of
We'll
course.
see. But then next on
drum
the
roll
list,
for Matt.
Spider-Man, which I'm super psyched about. One of the reasons I bought the PS4.
Mhm.
I watched like this. I don't know if it was an E3 from E3 because they were talking about it before they actually showed the trailer. Looks pretty good. They're saying it's gonna be a more experienced Spider-Man that kind of knows all the stuff, and I'm excited for it.
You see gameplay?
I saw some gameplay, and I've wanted a Spider-Man
good.
game for a while where you can just swing through New York. So I'm excited about. Apparently, I don't know if it was an E3 when they showed it. I think it was. I didn't see it in the trailer I watched, but apparently, at the end, it looks like I saw a picture of it online. Where he's like laying on the ground, and it looks like there's a bunch of villains standing in the background, and I guess he just looks up at the camera and says, "It's you."
It's you.
And then it
that's
cuts,
at the end of the trailer.
And a lot of people are asking who that's gonna be.
Iron Man.
I don't know about that, but I noticed in the trailer, in the beginning, I don't know who's talking to. It might be like Kent May or someone, but he introduces a guy behind him and says, "This is Miles," which, if I'm correct, there's a Spider-Man called Miles Morales, who's a Spider-Man in, I think, the Ultimate Universe for Marvel. Just another Spider-Man, just like how there's so many different other superheroes with different people. So maybe could be
Spider-Man.
Miles Morales Spider-Man that says he's saying it's you too.
Spider-Man.
So it'll be
I don't
interesting.
know. We'll figure it out soon enough, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
What is it? September? October it comes out? September, I think. So 3 months.
To be
And-
completely honest, I'm probably not going to get that game.
I'm probably gonna get it.
Well, of course you're going to get it. You bought the PlayStation to get it, but I am probably not going to get it. And then after Spider-Man, do you know about
I don't even know. Nope.
Daracine?
What is that?
I watched the Sony conference. I didn't even fucking remember that. So
I don't know.
I don't know. But that's pretty much what Sony came out with. Some pretty heavy hitters there. You know what we didn't see?
What?
Days Gone.
We did not.
We did not. What do you think? So there was a short little blip about like it just showed a little trailer of him riding his bike, and then something hits him and he falls off his bike, and then I don't know what happens after that. But that's all they show us.
I mean, that's
like a blip.
Like I said before, unless they have something new, if it's just another stereotypical zombie game, it's gonna be hard for me to buy it.
I'm probably gonna buy it no matter what.
I'll probably buy it eventually, but it's gonna have to be on sale. Second beer.
Yep.
So
I'm probably gonna buy it because it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the whole swarming thing. But yeah.
Who else
I don't
do
know.
we
You
got?
think it's a 2020 game?
I don't know.
So I'm not seeing any gameplay, nothing. It's not coming out next year early. So
I'm looking at Ubisoft's.
Ubisoft was the only one I didn't really watch.
The only
So
they announced, I guess, Just Dance, Beyond Good and Evil 2, which I know had a trailer last year, a couple months ago, came out.
I'm yawning, man.
Yeah.
Read them off, Matt. Read them off.
Rainbow Six Siege is on there. I don't know what that means. That game has been out. Another Trials game, The Division, I guess, was given a date March 15th.
Division 2, yeah.
3 DLCs. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom, which I guess is gonna have Donkey Kong in it.
They battle them, yeah, I guess.
Okay. Skull and Bones, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's you know what? Calling it right now. I haven't seen any gameplay, so I could be completely wrong if they showed stuff on it. It's gonna be Skull and Bones from Power Rangers. Because that was their names, right? Skull and Bones?
I don't know.
Weren't those like the two bullies in Power Rangers?
Not sure.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's been a while, man. I'm off on Power Rangers game. I didn't even see the new Power Rangers movie.
It was bad. Oh no, it's Bulk and Skull. Damn.
Close enough though.
Close. He rebranded himself.
There you go. I'm Bones now. Yeah.
Maybe it's a pirate game? I don't know.
Skull and Bones? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a pirate game.
Yeah.
A hardy pirate gang. Great. Pirates seem to be getting big now.
Yeah. Pirates are the next.
Sea of Thieves.
Zombies.
There's a good pirate game. I'll take it.
I like pirates. Pirates are cool.
Starlink.
Westerns, cowboys. I like pirates. And I like zombies.
Starlink. I don't know what that is.
Nope. No clue.
For Honor. Another For Honor game, which
Nope.
didn't play it. Le Crew 2, which is a car game.
Crew 2. Nope.
And Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I think is, people were saying, taking place kind of after the most recent one.
I guess so. Yeah, no idea what the fuck that is. So I've never played any Assassin's Creed game.
They're not bad.
For whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm sure I'd like them, but just never got into them.
They're not
so
bad.
Probably won't get that one either.
All right. It looks like we only have two left. We got PC Gaming and Nintendo Showcases.
Yeah, I didn't see PC gaming either.
I'll scroll through PC Gaming. I don't see anything.
Holy shit, they announced a lot.
Just Cause 4, I guess, was announced there. The Walking Dead, the final season. For that
Warframe.
game, I've heard those games are good. Nice. Warframe was constantly updated and stuff. They apparently had a big update recently. I think it might have been that. Oh, Hitman 2. I guess was shown during that.
Yep, that's the last. Star Citizen. Yeah, not there. Didn't see much there, but then
Nintendo did their thing.
I just skipped Nintendo. This is one I actually watched too. So you want to read it off? You can read it off.
No, you can.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm
first. You got.
God.
You want me to go? I'm gonna go. First one was at Daemon and Machina. Daemon Machina.
What's that?
Not sure.
Okay.
That first one, Daemon and Machina.
Daemon X Machina.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
Machina.
Machina. There you go. I don't know. Is that another one in the series that I have no idea about?
I don't know.
Yep. See, nope. But then they announced Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. You playing Fire Emblem?
I am not. I've had some friends that have, and they seem to enjoy them, but just was never something that struck my fancy.
Yeah. And they announced they dropped Fortnite's coming. That was available that night on June 11th on Switch. And then apparently you can play cross-platform with Xbox from the Switch to Xbox. It's pretty cool. And I actually saw today on Reddit, on our gaming subreddit there, that Xbox is trying to throw some shade at Sony, saying like, hey, at Nintendo UK, you want to play some Fortnite later? I was like,
because apparently Sony is the reason that you can't play with PlayStation users, crossplay or something.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and they announced a game that I thought seemed pretty familiar to me. Hollow Knight. Did you watch anything on that? Have you seen that?
I did not.
It seems a little Celeste-esque.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. You get like when he jumps, he has a little dash thing.
All right.
It seems very similar to Celeste in that aspect. However, like it then instead of like running from your enemies and stuff to beat them, you just have to when you jump down, you just fight them. But it seems like a little bit of a similar experience, which that's not a bad experience. Celeste is a great game. Love that game. And then Nintendo dropped Killer Queen Black.
What is that?
No clue.
Okay.
Overcooked 2. I guess Overcooked is a game where you can just be a bunch of ingredients and then.
No, so I've actually seen some Overcooked gameplay. It looks like
good,
a very
bad, ugly.
Huh?
Good, bad, ugly,
delicious.
delicious.
If you have 3 other people to play with, it looks like it can actually be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Essentially, what it is, it's like kind of like top down, and it's 4 players that are cooks in a kitchen. They have to make, what orders come through, and it's usually like this is gonna be all burger orders, or it's gonna be all like this sushi orders, or something like that. But they're like specified, like if it's burgers, just like I want it with cheese, lettuce, and tomato. I want it with just lettuce. I just want it with cheese, and it's like you have a time limit, and it starts off like very basic, like you're in a kitchen in a restaurant. But as you progress through the game, it gets more and more ridiculous to the point where like you're on the top of 2 trucks that kind of go different speeds, but like one truck has like the frying pans and like the dishwashing station. The other one is like where you send the meals out and has the ingredients. So you kind of have to like be strategic about it, of like when they're together, get as much ingredients over as you can, and then like cook them, and then when they go back together again later, you gotta get all this stuff that's already done and cooked over to the other side.
Shit.
I'll link you to some gameplay, because it looks really chaotic, and like at points you get into a space station, and like I said, one side has certain things, the other side has certain things, and you have to like coordinate.
I was gonna say it might be like a McDonald's Simulator 2019, but
it looks ridiculous.
That.
And actually, from what I remember, in the beginning of the game is there's like some giant spaghetti monster that's destroying the world, and you got to feed it vegetables, and like that's the story of it. And then you end up going back in time, and you're trying to stop it. Yeah, it looks.
What's the religion that worships the spaghetti monster?
Oh, I don't remember the religion. Spaghetti, flying spaghetti monster.
Flying spaghetti monster. Who the fuck is that?
The Church of Flying Spaghetti Monster, or Pastafarianism.
Pastafarianism. No, Grandma, I left the Christian face. I'm Pastafarian now. I'm sorry. Yeah, that seems pretty cool though. I guess. What's Overcooked 2? I'm guessing.
It's probably essentially the same thing, but they, like I said, the first game seemed to have some story to it, but I never actually saw it all the way through, so I don't know. But it seemed like a good game. It seemed like a fun game, but like I said, you need like 3 other people to play with.
You gotta play with people.
Get full experience.
Cool.
SNK Heroines? What's that?
Yeah, that's the next one. Nintendo dropped after that. It was SNK Heroines. I have no idea. Frenzy?
Tag Team Frenzy? Is it like a...
Wasn't really paying attention during that one.
Looks like a fighting game with all females. All right.
Gotcha. But the next one was kind of a surprise, and I was...
Yeah, I'm pretty happy when you told me that. Super Mario Party.
Super Mario Party. Coming out this year, October fucking 5th. That is the day...
Fuck.
That's the day I'm taking my exam. My geology exam.
So that night, we're drinking,
that night,
we're playing Mario Party, and we are gonna destroy friendships. We're gonna destroy friendships that night.
Whiskey. Yes, we are. We're gonna stop being friends after that. I have my study material right here.
Because I did hear it is gonna support online. So friendships are gonna be destroyed.
Of course, it's gonna be online. We're gonna fucking actually catch co-op with you across the fucking United States on your couch with whoever. Just couch co-op and play it. Maybe Derek will get it. Probably. That's gonna be fun.
I mean, I'll probably be in a new place by then, so even if Derek doesn't get it, I'll have a couple people that we can fuck with.
Pass controller too. It'll be fun. We'll at least get 4 or 5 people.
Yeah. Is it? I'm assuming it's gonna be like the old games where it's only 4-player.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at a screenshot of the game right now, and it has 4 players on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I don't want that bullshit of like, oh, there's 16 people in this game.
I kind of hope. So next game on the list, actually, Smash.
Okay, so they announced Super Mario Party, and they immediately delved into their biggest fucking like half-hour topic of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They got a name for it now.
Every character from previous Smash Brothers is going to be in it.
Yeah, I was watching it, and they're like, everybody's here. I'm like, okay, that's cute. Everybody's here. And then like they said like, no, everybody who's ever been in the game is gonna be here.
Which is a lot of characters.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a lot of characters, and they're even adding some. Because Ridley is going to be in it, who hasn't been in it before. So that's pretty cool. Too.
Yep.
Did they announce any new characters besides Ridley, or was that kind of it?
No, they announced mimics or
Daisy. I think it's going to be in it.
clone. Yeah, clone characters, or what the fuck do they call them? I don't know. They call them like clone characters or something.
Clone.
Yeah, like they pretty much.
Oh, the Inklings from Splatoon are going to be in it.
There's going to be 8 different versions of the Inklings. Too.
Dark Pit. I don't know who Dark Pit is.
Pit and Dark Pit. Yeah.
Lucina.
There's everybody.
I see a lot of people online though.
Pac-Man's gonna be in it. Mega Man's gonna be in it.
A lot of people
Sonic
are
is
like,
in it.
"Why can't we get Waluigi in it?"
I was gonna say, yeah. There's no Waluigi though.
Like
Wow.
everyone wants him, and we're
Why?
not getting him.
They might put him as DLC or something.
Maybe because I think I'm looking through.
There's enough
This,
people seem to be complaining about it.
I think it was. I'm scrolling through the list. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Ryu was in the game, the most
Yeah.
recent game, and like Little Mac, from Punch Out. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they were added
Yeah,
after
dude,
the
those are
most.
so good.
I don't think they were there at the release of the previous Smash.
I don't know, but dude, just
I think
like,
they were added later in the
yeah,
cycle.
like Pikachu just maybe boxing someone, just knock them out. It'd be fucking great.
So
That
I'm
game will ruin friendships.
that's one game I wouldn't mind, depending on the stage, if it's big enough to have like an 8-player fight or a 6-player fight. Because I think on like the 3DS or something, one of the versions supported up to 8 players online. So like if that could get chaotic.
Yeah, that can almost like be just too busy though. You know.
But that's why I also said 6. I feel like some maps, depending on the map, you could easily have 6 to 8 people and not have it be super chaotic. But if you have,
If like say if you have a map like Hyrule from Super Smash Bros. Melee on GameCube, you can have 8 players on that easily.
Yeah. that's the one
You
where it
have,
had
like,
like the
2
level
over
up
the
here
top,
and here and here,
2 over the
right?
top, 2 over
Yeah.
here, and then like 4 down the bottom.
Yeah, that
and
could
then,
easily have
cool,
6 to 8 players and not be too chaotic.
Mhm.
But then you get
Yeah, true.
maps like Final Destination where you fight Master Hand at the end of the first one, or all those. 8 players on that, it's gonna be pure
Nope.
chaos.
Yeah, if someone
Which-
throws one fucking bomb or something, everybody's gone.
Which at times I'm down for pure chaos.
Yeah, sometimes, but this turns almost like button mashing because there's someone everywhere. You're gonna hit someone somewhere.
Yeah.
So you might as well just fucking
I was playing.
down me.
I feel like I was playing a game recently. I don't remember which one it was, but it was just a game where it's like there's so many things going on that was just pure chaos, and it's like I don't know which one's me. Gonna start mashing buttons. Hope I get out of this alive.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember the
hate
game,
those
but I
games.
can't think of it.
Go think of it.
I'm looking through the rest of the list. There's nothing that really.
Yeah, there's not really interest me. They announced that they did after that. They announced Ridley, and then they actually showed gameplay with Ridley, and they announced his amiibo. They announced some special moves about new characters and stuff. Like they have new like power finishing moves, and I forget what those characters are called, like mimic characters or clone characters or something or whatever. But they're like pretty much like the same character, just like as Peach and Daisy. Pretty much the same moveset, just like different actions. And just
Yeah.
have, similar.
Did you see?
Good explanation.
I'm
Was
trying to find it. It was like a GIF online of Smash, and it was with Luigi like dodging attacks.
mm-mm.
So it's a GIF. I'll link it to you eventually.
Okay. Go.
But essentially, he's if you're watching the video version, I put it up all over my screen. He's like crawling. He's like scooting along on the ground, like scooted over, and
Mhm.
Ryu shoots a fireball over him. And then he stands up and does that move where he like just turns into a plank and falls over, and Ryu does a kick right over him. It was pretty funny.
That's great.
So
Samus can charge his shot up or her shot up in midair now.
really,
Yeah, you can shoot.
really,
Yeah,
well then, that's something.
it's gonna be great. This game's gonna be great. This is
I'm
this is
so
gonna be games
excited.
that we're not gonna talk to each other for like
What
forever.
was the release date for it again? December?
November 14th.
November?
November 14th, 2018. Or no. Sorry, that's Fallout. December 7th.
Oh, it's December.
Yeah, December 7th, 2018
Dude.
is Smash Bros. Because Fallout's November 14th, I believe.
So excited. So excited.
Hey. Me too. Shake weights.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm excited. I hope there's like a version of like buried treasure in Super Mario Party. That was my favorite game. I like just digging around for treasure. You start in different corners and just dig.
That's going to destroy so many friendships.
And Smash Bros isn't?
No. Because here's the thing. At least with the original Mario, you could steal shit from other people. Like Smash Bros, you going in, you know someone's gonna fucking try and kill you.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Super Mario Party, when someone can steal stars, it's like, well, you both have 2 stars. You're both in. You know, you both have 2 more stars than me. Who am I gonna take it from? And that's where friendships get ruined, because it's like, why did he choose me and not him?
Yep. Ashley did it to me all the time. I would always be, and I would always lose. I have like 3 stars, and all of a sudden I lose one from Bowser, and then someone steals one from me, and then I'm fucking dead last.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
That's why it will ruin friendships.
True. Yeah, December 7th, 2018 is Smash Bros. Ultimate. And October 5th is Super Mario Party. And then, November 14th is Fallout 76. Pretty much, dude, from October until December, I'm just going to be buying a game like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You have Super Mario Party, Red Dead 2, Fallout 76, Super Smash, and maybe there are other 2 games peppered in there. But fuck yeah, dude. I'm excited for that Cyberpunk 77 game. That little trailer looked pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna pick that up too. Is there any release on that? I think is it 2019 or is there nothing on that yet?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, I'm pulling up the text. You sent me a text of all the games that were released.
Yeah, and then Square Enix, last one we didn't touch. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy Online, Final Fantasy Online X Monster Hunter World, Dragon Quest, Babylon's Fall, I don't know what that is, Nier Automata game, Octopath Traveler. Just Cause 4, I guess, was under Square Enix.
Their conference was not impressive at all.
Yeah. I'm excited for that, because I'm going to play through the first 2 games, and then...
Yep. Okay, so you sent me a text about all the games that we have release dates for 2018, 2019, and beyond. So, if you're cool, I don't know if you want to wrap up with this.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. So the games that we have here in 2018 that we know for sure are being released in 2018: Octopath Traveler, Madden 19 and 18, NBA Live, Spider-Man, Tomb Raider, FIFA, Forza Horizon 4, Super Mario Party, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Starlink, Battlefield 5, Red Dead 2, Fallout 76, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I'm excited for that too. Just Cause 4 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Those are the games in 2018 that are coming out this year in the next 6 months or so. So that's a lot, dude. I'm out of those ones. I'm picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those games.
Yup.
So that's a lot of dough. And I'll leave it at that. But 2019 has some pretty heavy hitters too, like Kingdom Hearts 3, Anthem, Dying Light 2, Doom, stuff like that. But I'm more excited for the Beyond, Cyberpunk 2077, and Last of Us 2.
I think a lot of people are at this point.
Elder Scrolls, but yeah, man, that's a pretty solid lineup coming out here in the next couple months.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good. Video games are great.
Yes.
Gonna drop that.
Sir.
Dropping knowledge.
You gonna drop the mic?
Great. No, it's too expensive. I'm not
I
dropping.
was gonna say, cause I can't
Drop.
drop the mic. I can't drop the mic.
There you go.
All right,
Dropped it in
there
my
we go.
hand.
Actually, that just
Cool.
reminded me. Have you ever seen the GIF with the astronaut that came back from space? And he's like, I don't know what he's talking about. I just seen a GIF, but he has like something in one hand, he has a pen in the other, and he lets go of the pen to go grab something else, and the pen just drops because he's so used to being in space without gravity.
Yeah.
And like he goes, he picks up and he looks back and doesn't see the pen is there, and before looking down, he looks up, and then realizes it's not there, and he looks down. He's like, right, there's gravity again.
We're on Earth.
But
oops.
It's funny how originally you just see him look up briefly and then realize what happened and look down.
wait. Yeah, it's funny. That's crazy.
So-
I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
I have a book about Scott Kelly, the astronaut who spent over a year in space. I'm gonna read about that. So see what he has to,
That's pretty
to
dope.
learn us. Pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
All right, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got
Free
too.
knowledge, and that's it. So if you want to wrap it, we'll wrap it.
Yeah, we can wrap it. I mean, we were going for like an hour and 20. It's pretty good. You gonna tie the bow? You gonna tie the bow? Oh,
I
you
just
tied the bow. You tied the bow. On that note, Galaxy?
Galaxy 16.
Galaxy.
Wrapped.
Bye.
See ya.